All right, let's have a listen to Chloe. This is great.
Oh,
You guys
down for
are
this.
you're gonna love this.
Rip in.
Yeah, hopefully.
Point, we have a lot of hot air about the notion of certain members feeling intimidated or otherwise, and there's a very spurious reference to finger guns. And Mr. Speaker, I would just draw the House's attention to the fact that the Honourable James Meager earlier in this debate was offering those same finger guns to me as he was heckling in the House. So, Madam Speaker, I just really ask members to
I've got a point of order from the Honourable James Meager.
Point of order. The Speaker has totally misrepresented my actions in the House, and I'd ask you to withdraw and apologise.
So the member is stating that he didn't do that. I think it's probably a good idea for this member who's speaking to speaking to the point of order, Ingrid Leary.
The member did, and I think that it is open to any kind of interpretation. Some of us did see it and did question it. I'm not saying that I thought it was threatening, but the member did do that action, and some of us on the side of the House did raise eyebrows.
Right. Well, yes. Speaking to the point of order.
Presents what happens, and I'd like to ask her to withdraw and apologise as well.
Well,
Speaking of the point of order,
no.
Okay, so someone did the finger gun or whatever, points or whatever. I don't know.
Allegedly.
And then someone calls him out on it and says, well, I mean, you were doing finger guns. And then he goes, no, you misrepresented my finger guns. I was just, I was pointing.
What, like Auntie Debbie? Like Auntie Debbie was pointing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Fuck, that's
You know what the
crazy.
difference? Well, I suppose not quite, because I'm pretty sure. No, I don't know actually. I would say that Debbie is most certainly Māori and a brown woman. Don't know about James Meager. He's I don't know what his heritage is. But the point being, brown woman does it. White-ish man, a man does. Let's just say a man does it. Not okay. Not okay.
Yeah.
But let's see what happens next.
No, just if the member contends that he didn't do what other people thought he did when they saw it, maybe the member would like to explain what was intended. Because
So he gets to explain what was intended, but Debbie wasn't allowed to explain what was intended.
Yeah. What a fucking surprise.
yeah. Okay, so he pointed at the members, right? Carry on.
absolutely. Madam Speaker, I am so grateful for that interjection from a member of the government to precisely prove the point that we are making here, which is that the kinds of things that the Privileges Committee has come to
I've got a point of order from James Meager.
Madam Chair, the member made the claim that I made the finger guns action, which is quite clearly outlined in the Privileges Committee report, and there's evidence in that report. That is not what happened. That misrepresents the actions
So
in the House.
the members made it quite clear that he was pointing at the other side and not making the finger guns. So I have accepted that. I think what I hear, the member who's working her way through her speech at the moment and has made reference to what we think we see sometimes may not be what was intended, and that is the point that the member's trying to make. So I accept that the Honourable James Meager did not intend to make finger guns at people.
Now, mihi nui, Madam Speaker, because I think that is indeed precisely the point, which is that when we have a tyranny of a bare majority deciding to interpret...
Point of order, Jamie Arbuckle.
Thank you. The member needs to withdraw and apologise.
Can she finish her sentence?
No, the members...
No, because she's making a great point that
Fucking
clearly
hell.
illustrates the hypocrisy. And they don't want her to keep making the hypocrisy because she's basically accused someone of pointing little finger guns. And the other side says, no, finger guns, that's not okay. We did not do that. Let me explain myself. And she goes, well, the speaker's just said that, it was misinterpreted and you were just pointing. And then she goes, my point exactly. We misinterpreted it. You just explained yourself. Therefore, let's continue. Apparently, you can't do that if you're a brown woman. Apparently, if you're intimidated by some finger guns and you explain yourself as no, it wasn't, it's not good enough. Sorry.
Right.
It's not good enough. You were doing a haka at the time, and you're a brown woman, so it's not good
Yeah, I was
enough.
gonna say, when's his privileges committee meeting, eh?
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't understand why they won't let her fucking talk. It's like, just let her have the sentence and then deal with the fucking miss. Like, man.
But miss, hang on. Don't let her finish the sentence. They would be proving a point that we don't like.
Mm-hmm. A point of principle and interpretation about what people think they see, and we've very much cleared up that the Honourable James Meager did not do a finger gun, right? Carry on. Chloe Swarbrick, end of matter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Indeed, the point is that the things that we do in this place, the points that we make, the directions that we point our fingers in are open to interpretation, and the spurious, punitive interpretation that the government members on the Privileges Committee have chosen to take without any meaningful evidence or rationale is unfair and deeply, deeply partisan. So, Madam Speaker, if I may continue on outlining that rationale of just how unprecedented this is, it is not only that the scale of the punishment has been plucked out of thin air, it is not only that this is so incredibly hyper-partisan and therefore dangerous in the precedent that it is setting, but I also think it's important to note the utter psychological warfare with which government members have decided to conduct themselves on this matter. On the day prior to the budget, we were all anticipating that we would be having this debate. And indeed, members of the government allowed for that debate for certain contributions from the chair of the committee and from the leader of the opposition, but then decided to, without any notice to anybody else in this House, to move to suspend the debate, ostensibly for charitable reasons. Madam Speaker, that rationale simply does not wash because, again, if you look at the rationale within the Privileges Committee report, this is all about partisanship and using the might and the power of the bare majority to ultimately bully. And we in the Green Party, along with our colleagues in the opposition, are proud to stand in opposition to that.
Yeah.
God.
So, just dropping.
I feel like the other side of the house is just going, knock! Stop knocking on us! Stop it! I don't like it. Your facts and your research and your data, stop.
Making a great point about pointing finger guns. Do you know what my favorite thing is that now in the public record is we the I don't know what they call them. The member has cleared up the misinterpretation that they were not doing finger guns and just pointing. Continue. Like, finger guns is in there a good 10, 20 times. It's like, no, I wasn't doing finger guns. Well, they're saying you're doing finger guns. I wasn't doing finger guns. Well, I mean,
right. I guess neither was Auntie. Is must fucking
Yep. So great point. Great points. Great finger guns there, Chloe. Thank you for. Well, actually, we should really be thanking James Meager for clearly illustrating her point. Her finger gun point.